I'm seeing a therapist once a week, and he asked me if I wanted to start a journal. He told me it'd be a good way to express my feelings. He told me I could write a letter to my mom. That's a joke. Isn't a journal like a diary? Isn't that for girls? I've been expressing my feelings all over the place. It's just no one ever seems to listen. I'll write shit down, but I'm not showing anyone. Dear Mom, remember me? I was born 6 weeks early. You were there. Scrawny, just over 5 pounds. From what I know, the reason was because you liked drinking whiskey and taking pills. Lots of pills. You said you were like Janis Joplin, but you couldn't sing. You said you wanted to see Janis in Calgary at a concert called Festival Express, but you were just a kid. I googled it. That was in 1970. Janis was your hero. I was born April 17th, 2000, born with yellow jaundice. At least that's what you told me. So you left me there and went home with my brothers and sisters. I was your last kid, or the baby as everyone used to call me. You told me you met my dad when you were 16 and he was 20. Now, as far as I know, he's living in his van, or he's dead. Don't know, don't care. You told me he was the most handsome man you ever met. Right, Mom? Too bad you had to OD on me when I was 15. Remember when one of the girls found you in bed dead? I wonder if she's keeping a journal. My therapist said it'd be a good idea to put some pictures or other things in this journal to remember my past. Don't worry, I remember. Here's a picture of me when I was a baby. I'm not sure where it was taken. We moved around a lot, didn't we? When I wasn't living with you or your boyfriends, I lived in foster care, remember? Most of them were okay. Some of them were even kind of nice. But the one place I remember best was a friend of yours. She used to take care of us when you went out partying. She made me stand outside in the middle of the winter in my socks. I'm not sure what I did. I was only 6 or 7. That was in some crap town in northern Alberta before we moved to Calgary. Where was that? I think we moved to get away from child welfare, or one of your boyfriends. One of them used to beat you because he thought you were sleeping around. It wasn't all your fault. There's plenty of shit to spread around. I should tell this part to my therapist. My real dad used to drop by when I was little to give me stuff. One time, when I was about 7, he called and told me he was going to stop by the next day to bring me a birthday present. He never showed. No phone call, nothing. I didn't see him for 3 years after that. You were pissed at him. The next time I remember, I was about 10, and he let me take a puff of his joint. Do you know what it feels like to have a dad like that? Let me tell you, it feels like the world shit on you. Pretty soon I just shut down. If you can't count on your dad, who can you count on? What I learned is to take care of myself. At least I can trust myself. It wasn't all bad though. Some guy, I think he was a volunteer, used to take me out to do fun things once in a while. We went to the sneaky peek at the Calgary Stampede. You know, for the poor kids. We ate corn dogs and went on the zipper. I felt weird though. I was so pissed at you and Dad for never being around, but I felt bad when I had fun. Fucked up. I can't tell this part to anyone. They'll think I'm crazy. Maybe I am. I remember for a while things were pretty good. You got your shit together. I think mainly to get the government social worker off your back that came around the house, but it was good. You quit drinking, stayed away from the pills, and were even talking about getting a job. Of course, that all got screwed up when you met the next loser. He left you in the hospital with a busted gut and a broken jaw. That's when I hit the wall, you know? I couldn't even do that right. I got drunk, swallowed most of your stash, then I cut my wrist with a hunting knife Dad gave me. Someone found me and called an ambulance. I woke up in a psych ward at the hospital with all these people sitting around me asking me how I was feeling and why I tried to kill myself. What a bunch of assholes. I went from the hospital back home, but it didn't work. I couldn't handle being home with you. I was just so sick of all your bullshit. I felt like doing it again. I never told you. I thought about hanging myself. I told one of my teachers. They put me in secure for my own protection, they said. They got that part right. At first, it felt like I was being locked up like some sort of dangerous criminal. Did you ever feel that way, Mom? Eventually, they tracked down one of your other kids, Jay. Remember him? He had been in and out of foster care for years because of you and his dad. Now he's finally living on his own and working as a landscaper. I'm living with him now. He has an apartment and a car. We fight sometimes, but at least he's here. He doesn't kick the crap out of me. I don't know what's gonna happen, but at least I'm alive. Maybe I'll go back to school. Mom, do you remember what you used to say? That I had my whole life ahead of me? Whatever that means.
I was getting anxious.